Female CEO had just fired a man for slacking off at work, but within 2 seconds, the company's entire server system crashed. The man she had fired was the head of tech, and suddenly no one in the company could fix the issue. As complaint calls poured in from clients, the company was minutes away from a complete disaster. If the problem wasn't solved within 2 minutes, stock prices could plummet, and even lead to bankruptcy. It finally hit her. She had just fired the company's backbone with her own hands. The man wasn't just any employee. He was the architect of the company's core systems. Even when there was a glitch, he could fix it in less than a second. The chairman had begged him to join, and even promised half the company's shares to keep him. Thanks to him, the company had always stayed far ahead of its competitors. But with the chairman away, temporary control fell to the CEO. The moment she walked in, she saw the man on his phone, and without asking questions, she poured a glass of water on his face. He tried to explain. He had just worked overtime the night before, and was only relaxing for a few minutes, but the CEO didn't listen. She berated him on the spot, and told him to resign if he wasn't satisfied. That's when the man calmly said she couldn't fire him without the chairman's approval. The CEO scoffed, and said she alone was enough to fire anyone. Her assistant quickly backed her up, saying she was now acting chairman, and had full authority. So the man was told to pack up and leave within 2 minutes, or be dragged out by security. Seeing how serious she was, he warned her not to regret her decision later. Then he began packing. His team wanted to follow him out, but he told them to think of their elderly parents and young kids. Reluctantly, they stayed and pleaded with the CEO. They explained no one else could fix the system if he left, but the CEO sneered, calling him a lazy middle manager, claiming he had no real skill. She urged him to leave immediately, but as soon as he walked out the door, the system collapsed. The tech team rushed to report the failure, but the CEO just told them to fix it. That's when someone revealed the entire system was built by that man alone. No one else could fix it. The CEO still refused to believe, and accused him of sabotaging the system before leaving. Suddenly, she remembered her father's words, that there was one person in the company who must never be fired. She began to suspect it was the man, but just then, more calls came in reporting angry clients, and if it wasn't resolved soon, the company's stock would crash, and possibly go bankrupt. She froze, then quickly contacted their top expert for help, not realizing that top expert was the very man she had just fired. Meanwhile, as he walked out the building, he received her message. He replied, saying the issue couldn't be solved without a face-to-face talk, and asked her to meet him in the lobby. The CEO found the expert's name strangely familiar, but didn't think too much of it. She went downstairs, and saw the man still there. Immediately, she lashed out, accusing him of revenge. The man didn't want to argue, but she couldn't stand his attitude. She arrogantly threatened to destroy his reputation by spreading news that he had sabotaged the company. He calmly asked if the chairman was aware of how she was handling things. She called the chairman on the spot, telling him she'd fired a minor employee. The chairman, busy with other matters, told her to handle it herself. Feeling triumphant, she mocked the man, claiming he had no real value, then called security to throw him out. Before leaving, the man warned her she would regret this, but she scoffed, saying no one could make her regret anything. Just then, alarms blared throughout the